Chapter 5 is about working and managing data in multiple worksheets. As you know, Excel workbook, which represents the entire file of Excel, is consisted of sheets. So Excel book, just like a regular book, it has sheets. Sheet 1, for example, sheet 2, sheet 3, and you can add more sheets. So let me go back to sheet 1. So each sheet has a tab, just like that, at the bottom here. And then you can work with those data from multiple sheets. So this is kind of an example of how accounting activities could be recorded. Each table on the sheet looks similar because they are basically essentially the same, except the actual entry and the month of the year is different. So for example, this is sheet 1 is January, and sheet 2 is February, and sheet 3 is March. So let me go back to sheet 1, and it records all the credits and debit activities. So for example, we have 3, well actually there's 1, the balance carryover from the previous month, and then we have 2 credit activities. So one is a deposit from general account, and the other one is a sublet rent. Remember, this business owns a building and it rents out a part of the building. So we have rent income, and then we have a bunch of debits. So few items here, such as natural gas bill, water bill, telephone bill, facility insurance, and that sort of kind of things. So that's what's going on. So that's for January, and then we have February and March. And incidentally, this is how you can navigate to different parts of the Excel book by clicking on the tab. Okay, you can go back and forth, just like a real paper book. You can, flip pages. That's how you flip sheets. You can say this could be a ledger book, recording all the accounting activities. So the textbook asks to step number 3 of project 5, chapter 5, project 1A. The textbook asks to change the column width of E, F, G on sheet 2. That's for February. So I highlighted the column headings like that, and then move to the far right, and when I have the double-headed arrow, click, hold it down, and then I have the width indicator there. So I'm trying to match 10 so that each column could take about 10 characters plus minus. Okay, so that's estimate. And then let's go to sheet 3, and this time again I highlight and then right click. It's a different way of selecting the width of the column. So right click and column width, and then this time I'm going to enter the number 10. Okay, so that's it for project 1A, and then we'll move on to the next part of the project. In project 1B, we will be moving parts of the entries. I mean, there are some entries to a new location. So for example, I'm looking at page number 162. Let's say you realize that the deposit for the sublet was not January 2nd, but it was, let's say, January 9th. So this entry should be coming down right over there. Okay, so right above here. So how do we do it? Well, first, when we move an entire row to a new row, first we need to create a space. So go ahead and click on, let's say, well, this is, well, the new date for it, by the way, is going to be, let's say, January 9th. So let me go ahead and change that first, and you can see it better. So January 9th should come above right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and create a space. So click on cell A13 and then go to the cells group, and then click on the insert menu, and then click on insert sheet rows. So we have new row created, and then go back to the deposit sublet. So you highlight, and then in the clipboard group, click on the cut, and then click on A13. So this is the target location, and then click on paste. So we cut it, and then we where did it go? Pasted it. Okay, and then you notice that we have blank space here. So you can select the entire row, and then go back to the cells group, click on drop down menu, and then click on delete sheet rows. Okay, so let me kind of redo, let's say on sheet 2, that's for February, and this time let me just go to the what's the new date here? I believe it is February 12th. So let me go ahead and change this. Deposit sublet was not February 1st, but February 12th. So click on the other cell containing the date, and then go to the formula bar and carefully replace that to February 12th. And then, so it should be right over here above there. So I can select the entire row, and then this time you can simply click on insert. Because I selected the entire row, Excel knows that whenever I click on insert, it means entire row, insert entire new row. And then let's go back to the deposit, and then I can right click and then cut. Basically same thing as using the cut button here, but I use a right click, and then I can right click here and paste. Oopsie. Paste. Okay, it's not letting me paste. So right click and paste. Huh. It's not letting me. Okay, now it did it. I don't know why it didn't work first time. So then I go back to the row number 7 that had the sublet, and then right click and let's see, I cannot delete the entire row, so probably I'm gonna just click on it, and then because this time I selected only one cell of the row, I need to select this drop down menu and then click on delete worksheet. If I had selected the entire row like that, and I can go ahead and click on delete, it'll delete the entire row. Okay, so it's just a different way of doing the same thing. All right, so let's do sheet 3. That's for March, and basically same thing, and it's gonna be, let me just go ahead and change the date. So it's not March 1st, and it was March 7th. Okay, now I need to bring this down right over here. So what does the textbook say how to do this? Okay, let me just go ahead and add new sheet by selecting the entire row and then insert, and then highlight those cell range from A7 through G7, and then move your pointer to the border, any border, top, bottom, left and right, and you will see 4-headed pointer. So when you have a 4-headed pointer, that means you can move it. So click, hold it down, drag it down, you will see a little gray guideline, and then when you go to row 13, it kind of tucks in right there, and then let go of your mouse button, and that's how you can move it, and then delete, and there you go. So that is project 1B. So project 1C is about moving data between different sheets. So on sheet 2 you have, let's say, from C7 through E9, or you can click on this cell and then hold down the shift key and then click on E9, so that you can select the range of cells that way using the shift key. So anyway, we have these 3 data entry on February sheet, but notice that on the March sheet is missing. So we're going to copy that from February to March. So here you select it and then copy it, simply copy it using marching ends. So that's a visual cue for the right range of cells, and go to sheet 3 for March and then click on E7, and then here in the clipboard group you see paste, and click on the drop down menu here, and then we have different types of paste. So here's a simple paste, or if you want to just keep the just formula, or formula with numbering formatting, and it keeps just the source formatting and different things, and then paste value and all that kind of things. Okay, I think I'm kind of stuck here. So anyway, the textbook asks keep this. Let's see here. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here. So they ask for keep source column width. So that's the one. So click on it. And and my Excel is kind of acting out, but that's okay, I'll give it a time. So anyway, it has pasted it. And then let's say you go back to sheet 2. Okay, I'm still stuck in the paste mode. Yeah, it's Excel, this particular Excel is kind of acting out now. So let's go back. Anyway, if you, I'm sure you can, go back to the sheet 2, you'll see the marching ants still going around. So you copied it. So to get out of the that copy mode, you press the escape key. Escape key is the key in the far top left corner. That's ESC. That's escape key, and then that will release you from the copying mode. So can I go back? Yeah, it's kind of doing it slowly. There you go. Back to sheet 2. So sheet 3, it's pasted it already. And go to sheet 2. I have marching ants, so to get out of it, press the escape key. And now it's done. Okay, that's project 1C.